Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Ephexis here. Just getting back to the Let's Play Trials of the Blood Dragon. I do apologise that it's been so long since the last video, but life gets in the way, and unfortunately as well I've started playing World of Warcraft again, which is possibly the worst decision I could make. It's a very love-hate relationship with World of Warcraft. For people that somehow don't know what it is, it's a multiplayer online RPG game that's been going since I think about 2004, something like that. So we're coming up on 12-13 years that that's been going, and I think I've played it for a good chunk of that on and off. Kind of took a break between 2011, 2014, and then again until now. Obviously the new expansion's on its way and it'll be out later in August, so unfortunately a lot of my time has been going towards that, when I probably should have been making videos and just focusing on this a bit more. So at the moment I'm just looking to see what other games are about that would be quite good to play. Obviously I've got a lot of GTA videos, a lot of Overwatch videos, but not a great deal else at the moment, so I'm just trying to get some ideas on what to play. So obviously if you guys have any ideas at all or anything you want to see, if you want to leave it in the comments below, I'll get to work on that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Obviously with Trials of the Blood Dragon, it's, like I said, it's quite limited sort of story wise, and I'm also clearly not very good at it, but I just wanted to make sure that I actually got the playthrough completely done, because I didn't want to start something and then just not finish it, because that's just no way to do anything. So I will finish Trials of the Blood Dragon, and I'll keep recording it while I go, and hopefully you guys are patient enough to put up with it. So apart from that, I mean, there's not been a great deal going on at the moment personally. Just try to sort of get everything sorted, sort of decide what I'm doing, what I want to record, and things like that. So it's work in progress, and as always, thank you guys for sticking about and sort of watching the videos when they are released. At the moment, like I said, I've been focusing a lot on Warcraft, which I shouldn't do, but I think because there was such a sort of gap from when I last played it, it was a bit more interesting to get back into. I think with any game, if you play it long enough, eventually it's sort of, you get burned out with it, as with anything, not necessarily just games, but if you do something long enough, it can become quite sort of monotonous or just difficult to focus on. So it is something that happens in day-to-day life for everything. But I've got back to Warcraft, and at the moment, I mean, there's not a great deal of stuff that's brand new, but because I had such a break, a lot of it is still fairly new to me. So I've just been spending all my time sort of farming achievements and getting all the mounts and things like that before they're removed or more difficult to get in Legion. Obviously, if any of you guys do play Warcraft, you'll know the struggle. I think everyone that's played it's had those kind of moments. Sorry about the phone. Everyone's kind of had those moments in life where they've been playing something and just focused on it for so long. So, I mean, at this moment in time, I'm not entirely sure what other games to maybe try and focus on. I've been looking around on Steam, and there's a lot of sort of new sort of indie games, and then just terrible things. I don't know if you guys have seen Radiator 2. It's a sort of free sort of game that a few people I've seen have been playing, and it's really sort of dodgy, autoerotic kind of things. You know, there's one called Stick Shift where you've got a sort of, it's hard to explain without sounding ridiculous, but you've essentially got to jerk off the gear stick before switching up to your next gear, and the goal of the game is obviously to get all the way up to 6th gear. But you can get like stopped by the cops and things like that. It's completely strange. But the fact that someone's made it and people are actually willing to watch it or play it, I suppose that kind of shows you something. But I'm considering sort of maybe making some League of Legends videos. It was something I used to be sort of quite heavily into, but I haven't played it in absolutely ages. Well, not properly. I mean, I've done a few sort of all random, all mid kind of games, and just kind of carried on that way, but I haven't actually gone back into the more sort of competitive, sort of structured Summoner's Rift games. I mean, when I last properly played it, there wasn't a specific meta game to it, so you didn't have to have a set sort of team, which is something that has happened more recently. You know, you've got to have specific characters and specific roles. I mean, back when I was sort of properly playing it, you were still able to equip Garen with 5 Sunfire capes and just spin around and do nothing else but spin around, and you would win. But now it has become a lot more competitive and a lot more sort of restricted in what you can and can't do. Plus the fact, and I hate to say it, but it is one of the sort of more, I suppose, more toxic communities. There's always people that are sort of better or worse than others, and they do tend to blame or shift blame onto others. So obviously if I was to go back to it, having not played it in ages and just failed miserably, it would probably result in a lot of negative chat, and that's not really something I wanna have to deal with just for playing a game. You know, I'd rather just do something that I enjoy. So I mean, if I can get some friends together and do it and not have to worry about the sort of more toxic players, then that's absolutely fine. I'll definitely do that. But on top of that, it is still just try to find some interesting stuff. I mean, I know the Division's kind of still going, but that wasn't received particularly well when it came out, and I don't know if it's something that's even particularly watched now. So I'm not 100% sure on that. There's a few other games that I want to play through, like Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I started it and never finished it, so I do want to get back to that, so I might do a playthrough of that, and just generally talk rubbish over it, because it's something I seem to be capable of doing. But apart from that, I can't really think of much else, or what else there is to try and play at the moment. I'm just going to take a quick look here. So I suppose I could maybe try and get into Counter-Strike a bit more. That's always something that's been there, it's just I've never been particularly good at it. So it would be good to sort of get some practice in, maybe start making some gameplay of that. Going to finish the Scare My Girlfriend with Outlast, and then possibly look at switching over to Alien Isolation, because it's a game I've been wanting to play for ages, but at the same time I don't want to start it without her, because I think it's more fun to play with her sort of watching or taking over at certain points than it is for me to just play through it. But yeah, I suppose it's quite difficult at the moment, because there's not any major games that are out that don't require, you know, like a full team. Like Dead by Daylight looks super fun to play, but I would need to try and get hold of my friends, because I think it'd be more fun and more I suppose laugh filled if I had them to play with. And I'm pretty sure there's new downloadable content coming out for GTA 5 shortly. I think it's Cunning Stunts. It's kind of like turning it into Trackmania. Yeah, so that's coming out tomorrow. So I will definitely get some more videos of that with my brother and any of my other friends if they're about, because I do really enjoy the sort of ridiculous custom maps, and I think it's one of the sort of more interesting things to watch. I mean, obviously you can watch Trials of the Blood Dragon, but it's mainly me obviously killing myself. It's mainly sort of short tracks. There's not a great deal to it, so I can appreciate, obviously it may not be the most exciting thing to watch, but as I said, like, I started it, so I want to get it finished at least. But once the Cunning Stunts sort of expansion comes out for GTA, I will definitely do a few videos on that. And yeah, I think that's about it. I wasn't 100% sure sort of what to sort of talk about over this one, so it's just a kind of mix of everything, just sort of ideas, let you know sort of what's going on. But yeah, if you guys do have any sort of suggestions of things to play or anything you'd like to see, then do leave me a comment down below, and I will try and do that. Because as I've said in previous videos, I mean, this channel's pretty much for you guys. I just sort of play the games and record them, talk random stuff over it, and hope you enjoy it. So if you do, you know, leave a like rating, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But apart from that, I'll probably just wrap this video up for just now. It is coming to an end anyway, and I think it's probably a slightly longer video than normal with Trials. So I'll wrap up for just now. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. But apart from that, take care and take it easy.
Emergency procedure to remove blood drivers. Evacuate all unnecessary personnel. All tamers in full body armor must report to base immediately.
Okay, time for me to sign off. This is so not good.
So here you are, the biggest pain in my bionic ass. One who thinks you can stop our plans to conquer the world. Well, child, know this. You are going to lose.
Oh, shit. Slay is gonna be crushed by this. Shit. Slay is gonna be crushed by this.
You are going to die. Because I'm Rex Colt, leader of the Commies Army in Nam. The best cyber commando to ever walk the earth. And the last thing you're ever gonna see, brat.
Dad? Dad is the bad guy? Dad is the enemy we need to terminate?